What's up, James? Oh man. Now it's just the butt part to paint. Oh man. God dang, that looks so good. I can't get over this. That blue looks so good with the metallic undercoating. I think I'm gonna. I think I am gonna base coat all of them silver. Even though I'll say this, they're all already pewter color. So me spray painting them silver, I hope it changes enough so I know whether it's base coated or not. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard to tell the difference between silver and pewter. It's like, yeah, I think it's base coated. I think. Also got some when you spray paint that I want to try out. Excuse me. And I bought me I call it Play-Doh, but it's PHTHALOCYANIN. Pletholocia9 blue. I have that blue. Where's mine? There it is. Alright. Oops, I should have changed out. I guess I'll do it tomorrow. How was your day, James? Tired. Always tired. I also need to get this guy painted. I think I got a lot of things painted. So many things to paint. Alright, let's get this. I need to clean up my desk, honestly. Got a lot of crap. What'd you do all day though? Nothing? Hey, I get tired too by doing nothing. It's exhausting doing nothing. Well, I did play a game of Infinity. It wasn't necessarily a close game, but it was kind of a little tough. It made me learn a few things, like what models and units to take and such. So to create a new list, even though the new edition is going to be coming out relatively soon, so I don't know if anything's going to change. Also, apparently the faction I play, apparently it's like top dog, so I'm clearly not playing them right. But I'm not one to necessarily play like medalist kind of way. Like I will take a look just to see what they're doing, to see what maybe I'm missing. When I'm going to do that, I don't know. Because I like more like building my own list and playing a list that I think is going to be fun. That is more important to me than winning. I mean, of course I want to win with the list that I create. But, you know, fun trumps winning. If you win and not having fun, then clearly you're playing the game wrong. If you're losing and having fun, then you're psychotic and crazy, which is what I want to be. Because who doesn't want to lose and have fun? Let that dry. And am I right or am I wrong? Don't say that you want to win and have fun too. That's like having your cake and eating it too. It's wrong. Of course I'm right. Never ever question whether I'm right or wrong. You just assume I'm right all the time. Like I do all the time. It's never worked against me ever in my entirety of my life. Can't wait till I'm done with these vehicles. Good lord. And I definitely, this spray, there's something wrong with the spray paint, this spray paint, whatever it is. I have a feeling it's primer plus paint, which I did buy another spray paint that has that too. But it's a different brand, so I'm hoping that might be better. The silver, actually, the silver kind of had that issue where the paint was just retracting from it, so it might be just paint plus primer is just not great. Actually, that's the same brand, never mind. So it might be the brand, I don't know. I did buy a new brand of spray paint that has paint plus primer. I'm gonna spray paint one model tomorrow, or today, and see how that See how the paint plus primer goes with that particular brand. Hopefully it's good. Then I'll have to wait until 40% off coupons come and I'll buy some more spray paint.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel it. Now I feel it. Your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel it.
Kind of play patch up a little bit. Uh-oh. I should have taken a picture of my Xenos killed so I can get him kind of primed. Anyways. So I can have a Terminator captain with a power fist. How's the music? Is it loud? Like half my voice volume? Same voice volume? Or like a tenth? I don't think the chaplain has, and oh, he does have a blue on his over here. Man, have I been playing the music that loud this entire time? It's not good. I didn't mean to do it that loud. Alright, I need to probably get some black again. But I want to try out the Play-Doh blue on a dilution maybe. Let's see. Let me go ahead and crack this open. Hey, what's up, USA? They are not prime dark. They are actually primed white. You know how you can tell? Look at the base. Booyah! I'm gonna open up this new paint here and see how this does. Oh boy. That is very liquidy. Huh. Really weird. It's so very fluid. The Ultramarines blue one was not that fluid. Let me put some balls in there. Probably just need 2, I think. I mean, putting 2 balls in there is probably not gonna make a difference. It's so massive. Let me put 4 balls in there then, I guess. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. I wonder if it just needs to be mixed. Because I said so. Alright. Hopefully that's stirred enough. Nice. Oh yeah, now it's thicker, huh? It did just need to be shooken up. I added 4, so what does that? Is it crowded now? Oh, jeez. This is Ultramarines blue. I'd like to see what paleo blue would look like. Maybe it's too diluted. Ultramarines blue looks darker. Sausage party. Well, I don't know about sausages. That didn't say I added sausage to the dang thing. It said 4 balls, so at the very least, it's a ball party. And ain't no eggs, I don't believe. Let's see, this might be too diluted. Wow, you can see the paint struggling to kind of stick. Especially like right there. Trying to cover that bit. And look, it's all gone now. So, too diluted, it's not good. See all the paint just kind of go away. Well, they're going to the back maybe. Let's see what happens. Let's just do that. If I do this, it's going to fall down. Well, let's see what happens. Next, time to test just this and a little bit of dilution. There we go. Well, not dilution, but you know, thin down the paint a little bit. It's pulling up. I will say, man, if that Play-Doh blue doesn't look all that great, that Ultramarines blue though, god dog, that looks so good. Don't know why. Okay. Should be mostly paint and a little bit of water. That's what that looks like. Still kind of struggles to go in there. Wonder what happens if it's just pure Play-Doh. Or what? Anyone know this color? It just doesn't want to stick. It's PHTH. Anyone know how to pronounce this color? Phthalocyan or Nine. Nine is at the very end. Is it German? Let's try a little bit more of pure. So the pure will go on there. So that's pure right there. Mostly pure. Yeah, so the pure actually kind of goes in kind of thin already. So that's the thing about the Liquid Basic, I think, is that it's already thinned enough. Maybe a little bit of thinning with water could help it spread a little bit more, but it does pretty good by itself already. And it sticks to the model pretty good, so I think just any kind of dilution with this kind of paint, base coat, I suppose, probably just doesn't work really well. Let's see. Listen. No, let's stick on that. Pretty good too. Huh. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's still sticking pretty good. High Gothic for blue. How do you pronounce FT? Halo CA9. Halo CA9. Dude, I can't get over that blue. I'm gonna have another freaking Ultramarines blue color army just because that blue looks so ridiculously good. It looks much better in person than it does on the thing because it looks very shiny. It's because it's also darkened up. Let me see if I can brighten it up to see if I can get it to match what I see. So maybe a little bit lighter. One light. I think that might do the trick. Not really. Yeah, this Ultramarines blue with that undercoating of a silver is just crazy. And then the plate though, it's not bad, but it's just so transparent for some weird reason. Even though it's supposed to be opaque, fully opaque. And then Ultramarines red. I'm sorry, yeah. Ultramarines blue red. Ultramarines blue red shade. It's opaque, very opaque. They have the Ultramarines blue green shade, which is, I think, semi-opaque. Oh. God damn, that blue looks so good, though. I can't stop talking about it. It's really genuinely that good. I hate myself. I'm sounding like a freaking bird, just on repeat. A broken record. Don't drink. but it's, but it's. I was gonna say Mountain Dew Baja Blast, but no, not quite. It's the Blue Mountain color. Blue Mountain flavor, should I say. Ocean, something like that. Get that, make sure that's all. There's no question that this is blue. And then I can paint whatever color I want it to actually be once the blue coating is on there. Next one. Yeah, that ain't gonna help. You're just asking me to pronounce it again. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hmm. Can't believe the chaplain has blue, or I'm sorry, has white on its left shoulder pad. I think I need to paint that gold soon. All right. I think I got most of it now painted. Or at least make sure there's at least blue on the spot. And I think for these two guys here, I think the only thing left to paint on them is really mostly gold. Let's see. Oh, maybe some red. The other guy. And some, I guess, bleach bone. Let me do one drop of Plato. Come on. Yep, it's kind of thick now. There we go. Let me try just that on this model. And find a nice empty spot. There we go. So that looks like it covers pretty well, and it doesn't struggle to stick to the model because it's not diluted at all. But it's not looking as good as that Ultramarines blue though. Well, let me try Ultramarines blue that's not pre-diluted. Let's just see how it looks. Try that on this model. Try up here. think no matter what, the Ultramarines has to be diluted because it's a fairly strong color. Hey, what's up, Peter? Yeah, even a little dilution makes the paint not want to really stick. Let's see if it gives that nice color though. Painting your model? You're painting your first ever base coat. Wait, you're painting the base coat? You're painting on the base coat, or you're painting over the base coat? Painting on the base coat. Nope. Panel lining is already kind of done a little bit with the tanks. It's too much work, sir. Too much work. What I could do is not panel line and so you can kind of see that it already has kind of like a lining. You can kind of see them on it. So what I guess the way I learned from my paint technique, what I could do is paint over not paint over, but kind of just paint the large areas to make it more even in color, and then the panel lining already kind of exists because of my paint technique. A little bit more pronounced in this one. If you can kind of, yeah, you can see with the light, it makes the edge quote unquote edge highlighting. Is that what you mean, edge highlighting? Edge highlighting, I guess, I don't know. Panel line. So you can kind of see it already kind of is there. Let's see if the light doesn't, well, but yeah, you can kind of see it's there already. I don't plan on doing that too much. It's a lot of work, and I'm trying to find easy ways to kind of get an army painted. And the way I look at my army is that I consider it like weathering. You know, obviously, weathering doesn't weather your tank evenly. So you'll have like different wears and tears on your panel. I did see something. Oh yeah. So is that what you mean, USA? See. Actually, that looks kind of nice. But Plato blue is not quite the color I'm going for, though. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not a perfect weathering effect, but when all your tanks look similar, it looks intentional. And that's what matters. Looking intentional. Looking like I meant it. It goes very well with fake it till you make it kind of deal. But yeah, it gives it like a little bit of a weathering like effect. And the cool thing about this technique is that after I paint it on there, it does the edge highlighting pretty good. And then all I have to do is just do like you normally paint, which is just paint the panels to darken it like you like it to be and to have it more of a consistent paint look. So, and I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, honestly. I may or may not. Yeah, so I guess you can't really see. But the Ultramarines blue, which is on the shoulder pad, versus the Play-Doh blue, which is on the sword. I like the Ultramarines blue so much better on this silver-esque color. Base coat, silver-esque base coat. The problem is, when I paint it on there, it tends to retract so much that the base coat is showing. And I don't know how that's going to work out. It kind of looks like a weathering effect, like the paint's peeling off and it's been exposed to the weather a long time. That I don't know if you can see it. The chest piece right there, you see there's a blue and then silver. So it's like the paint, the blue painted peeled off, and then it's revealing the silver metal underneath. But it's a lot of it though. Like it retracts from the paint a lot, and I don't want to keep going over and over it. I'll make the edge highlighting, quote unquote edge highlighting, less effective or less revealing. So let's see. So I wonder if I mix not slow down, but matte medium with flow-aid, and maybe that might help the paint stick and also have that same effect. Ah, well, the interesting thing is well, not really. I don't ever do that actually. That's not bad. I do want to. I will say this. I kind of want to like run like a dirty chaos army where I really want to put rust and grime on it, and that's what kind of want to do. I actually I went to Michael's, so I ended up picking this up because I thought I was going to use this for my 012 army whenever I start painting it. But the way it's turning out on here, it's not looking great. The Ultramarine just looks so much better. Anyways, I saw some like moss and stuff. I'm like, I might use that for Tau. Yeah, I was thinking about I might use that for Tau, like having basing for that. Cause it's like this moss, you know. It's I don't know if it's like real moss or anything, but that would be kind of weird, you know. You put your Tau away, all of a sudden you come back to it a year later, it's freaking all overgrown on moss. Like holy crap, that thing's alive. I thought it was dead. I thought it was just decoration, but no, it's not. I need another test model. I don't really have too many test models left, but I need it in the silver color. So let's try, I guess, the leg here. But it's just the Play-Doh. It looks pretty good, but it's not a very dark color. Chia seeds, chai seeds. Yeah. You come back to that freaking forest grown in your towel box or whatever army that you have. It's like, man, that was a mistake. Because I looked at it and I was reading it. It's like it retains moisture. It's like, wait a minute, is this decoration or is this a real thing? Like, can they store mods like this? Orc spores. Uh-oh, you might be right there. Yeah, man. I could have sworn Plato blue would have been a darker blue than this. I will say that the Plato blue has a little bit more of a consistent color than the Ultramarines blue. But maybe I might have put a little diluted the Ultramarines blue a little bit too much though, probably. That might have been the case. I call it my technique, but my technique is just diluting the crap out of the colors. Oh, here, I'm gonna, if you have Discord, I'm gonna put my Discord in the chat so you can post your pictures along with everyone else that's on Discord there to post their pictures on the image area. So just see how you guys are tracking. Also, I need to post up some pictures of what I'm doing as well. This one. So the link's only good for 6 hours. So it's on the chat. So if you have Discord, do join up if you like. Post your pictures of your drawings and stuff on the image channel. And in general, no one really talks there. I mean, no one really talks anywhere anyway. So let me maybe darken it. Like, I like the Plato. It's a very smooth and consistent color. But then again, that is a very straight pants edge with a little bit of a line there. So maybe if we say, do the chest area, maybe. That might have some cracks and crevices. I don't know who that is, so who posted that one? Ah, okay. What in the world do you have set up there? Hey, I used the Tupperware for my sauces, man. Don't mess it up. Hold on, let me take a look, closer look. Oh, you're running the, you're painting the, what do you call that? I'd say this, be careful when you paint, where you have to glue things together. So, like your head there, where the head goes and glues in, I guess from an old school era, especially with, metal models or pewter models and plastic sometimes mixed together. And if you glue, um, the head to that, the the head might be gluing to paint. Oh, well, you're missing the head then, because the head's supposed to go in there first. You're gonna have to glue the head in, by the way. But it's still a good lesson to learn, though. I still glue my push pin ones, by the way, just because I don't want it to come apart. I'd get annoyed if I start messing with the models. All of a sudden, the hand moves a little bit, like, I need to glue it. So let's try to, let's try to add a little bit more darker color that pants like now. Let's see if it will mess up the paint. I know. So you're gonna be, how are you gonna? Oh, you're gonna remove it and then put it back together. At that point, you might as well not put it back together because you handling the paint might scrape off the paint. Like, I think maybe a good hit for you would be to assemble as much as possible, but not completely, to get some things painted. Like, for example, and this is something I'm only doing recently because someone else does it. So this guy, I have him fully assembled, but he's not on the base because the cape. The cape is very difficult to paint when you have a base underneath it. The next thing is, I used to have a baggie here. Well, anyways, there was a baggie of a guy. He's like in multiple pieces. Only because when he's fully assembled, he's really difficult to assemble. Sorry, to paint. So I left him in multiple pieces, but then it's hard to base coat his ass. No, the way the head sits. Oh yeah. So and for me, I just paint I paint a lot under it. Use you know a kind of small paintbrush to kind of get underneath the necks and stuff. And I will say this, up to you what you want to do or not. How long does it take you to paint that one model? And is that what you want to do? So, and what I mean by that is that, I'll have a starter brush. Oh yeah, yeah, and I don't know if you said did you say you were in Hawaii? I can't remember. But I'll say this. So when you do build your army and stuff, I don't know how deep you really want to go, but okay. So these guys not perfectly painted. I just freaking threw paint on them. They're very lightly painted, and I'm not gonna really fix them up too much. I may add a little bit more paint to darken it up just a little bit in certain areas, and then just paint what I need to paint. Black there, gunmetal, all that. I'm not going to go great detail with these guys because I have 20 of these. I have 20 of another model. I have 20 Hellblasters, 20 Stern Guard Veteran, 20 Desolation Squad, 20 that I'm going to build Assault Intercessors. I have 10 Scouts, 25 Terminators. So if you're going to go into great detail into your basic models, it's going to take you a long time. Character models, I do take my time on it a little bit. I still have my technique that seemed to work really well, as you can kind of see with him, his abs and stuff, and the the quote-unquote edge highlighting. And this is where I do take my time and do the details, like pretty precise. I still do precise details on those, but it's just that I keep it very simple and basic. Whereas this one I take a little bit more time. No, I'm just saying when you start painting your army and stuff, if you've played a game. I think you said you wanted to, but you kind of want to paint? I can't remember. Terrible memory over here. Okay, let's see. So, I know those two look almost the same. Throw away. I won't say throw away. You can learn how to strip off paint too with those things. So whenever you get it painted, learn how to strip it. Just in case like you mess up or need to start all over, learn how to strip the paint off those models. And also you can run them as can you run them as allies? You might be able to run them as allies in an inquisitorial. So anyways, Plato blue almost looks like Ultramarines blue. It is a different shade of blue though. Can you see that in the... No, you can't. It actually looks similar on the camera. Weird. Hey, what's up, drunk? Oh yeah. Ah, ultrasonic. Whether you run it with it. I have an ultrasonic too. I bought that. Boy, that was a blessing. Doing all right, man. I'm more awake now than I was a few minutes ago. I was like, I'm gonna be so tired. Okay. God, I really love that blue on this, but I need to get the mixture right. Oh. There's airbrush too. Okay. So I need to look at the... tanks real quick so I can see how I kind of want to paint these guys. It is a little bit different design because this is a 3D printed model that's pretty dang close to the official thing. GW making it worse and worse, man. Where's the freaking gladiators at? What the? We ain't got no gladiators on the Ultramarine side? What is this? Blasphemy. I see the Predator Annihilator, Predator Destructor, and the Repulsors. Impulsors as well. Whirlwind. Damn, Whirlwind is online only. Land Raiders. Vindicator. Yeah, wow. Wonder why. So, Warhammer 40k. Armies of Chaos. No, let's go. Armors of the Imperium? Oh, Space Marines. There we go. Your results. Alright, let's see. Best way on Facebook Warhammer Community Outriders posted today. Finally done. Camera could use some help with alert player. Upgrade your camera from a potato, man. Good lord. I have to find this gladiator. Because I don't know why it's not in the Ultramarines frickin', there it is. But I don't know why it's not in the Ultramarines part, but alright. They don't have a 3D picture of it. Huh. So they do have some black. Which I don't know if I'm going to start today. I think get the blue done. I still need to finish them up, man. I am being lazy. But tomorrow, I'm not sure. Tomorrow I'm going to get some of my Infinity models base coated because I have a lot of them. I'm hoping, I am so hoping, hold on, I'm going to grab one Infinity model. So here's the pewter Infinity model. Let's look at the silver. Let's make sure it's not a, oh crap, that is not good. The silver and the pewter looks very closely alike. So it's going to be hard to tell if it's base coated silver or not. That is that might be a problem. I want things for my shelf. What you can put on that shelf too, though, is your victory record. You could say that army, I went 12-0. Oh no, but the pewter and the silver look so much alike. I can see a little bit of a difference. I don't have enough silver left on this model. I mean, I guess his fingers right there. Yeah, you can. Silver's a little more silvery than the pewter, but it's gonna be very, very close though. I hope it's still a very drastic upgrade. Then I have this guy, base coated white. On the shelf, put mugs filled with the tears of the. In my case, it would be my tears. One day it'll be the tears of my opponent, but for now it's just mine. I wish I had the in Infinity you have to print out a courtesy list, and the cool thing about Infinity, I will say this: when you print out your courtesy list, if you have any hidden deployment, it will not show up in the courtesy list. If you have any models that have like a hollow mask, you can select what kind of model you want that to show up on the courtesy list. So you can say your commander or your lieutenant has a hollow mask, and you could say that it's a doctor or an engineer or just a regular trooper, and when you hand that list out there, your literal lieutenant will say it's a regular trooper as opposed to a lieutenant. Well, your lieutenant will never be known to your opponent because it's supposed to be a secret. What else do you have? Like, yeah, it's really pretty cool where you have hidden deployment where they don't show up in the courtesy list, and then you have models that are like disguising themselves as something else completely. It's pretty cool. I need to paint this that thing green, and then I'll call it. And then tomorrow we'll varnish him so he'll be freaking done finally. And I'll use this green. And I need to clean this thing out because this is just a mess. Alright, let's get the fine detail brush. I also need to redo my water. It's nasty and very low. Most of it's evaporated. I'm breathing that crap in. So Hater highly suggests going to Walmart and buying one of those, you know, those pack of brushes. I don't know what kind of brush comes with that pack. If it's a fine detail brush, like kind of like this one, where it's very, very small, just to do fine details with it. And you might be able to find some on Walmart, you know. And like this is synthetic brush. This ain't like no super expensive brush. Actually, this brush has been amazing. I think I paid like 10 bucks for 20 of them. It's really that good, and I don't know how, but I got lucky with this one. Okay. Okay. Let that guy dry. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, fine detail, and don't be afraid with the big ones either. It's a great way to just massively paint. So like this guy, I painted him essentially all blue, except for the skirt part, if I could avoid it. The like things that are not meant to be blue, I try to avoid them a little bit. But you know, I'm not worried if I paint over it because it's gonna get painted over anyway. It's just I had to make sure that every area is painted blue. That way, when you look at the model, you're not going to see like areas where there's white, which will stick out a lot. If you base coat it in black, it's not going to be that big of a problem because black hides a lot more than obviously white. So that's the reason why you look at these guys. They're as much blue as possible so that there's no white showing. Although his finger there did not get coated. And then you can kind of see under that armor there is a little bit gray because it didn't quite get blue in there. So, but I just paint them essentially all blue. Again, I avoid areas where there's going to be a large sum of other colors, so I try to avoid the gun. But again, if I paint it, it's not a big deal. And this is my infantry model, so they're mass painted. Again, it's a matter of how easy you want to do your army. You can go great details in your individual models, and boy, if you play the game, it's going to be a nightmare. And I know you said you're not sure if you're going to play or not. I think you should. I think you should. I highly encourage you. Anyways, I guess tomorrow what I'm going to do is varnish this guy. I'm going to get some Infinity models base coated, and that's silver. I do want to finish up my tanks because I am running them as opposed to the Ballistus Dreadnought, man. The Ballistus Dreadnought for 6 game has done an average of 2 to 3 damage per game. And that's with 2 Ballistus Dreadnought per game, by the way. They've either always failed their shots because either they missed or they failed the damage, or because my opponent saved, and then when it does go through, I roll a freaking 1 on a die roll. So is that a base coat of blue there, or did you base coat in black then painted them blue? Hater. Try to kill team. Oh yeah, actually, you know, kill team's not too bad. I've heard the new, well, I don't know. A lot of people are praising the new kill team just because the movement's different. It doesn't use stupid shapes. I don't know if it's. I can't quite tell I don't know if you laid on the base coat a little thick, just because of that skull on the one that you're holding. Looks like it's a little much there. I'm not sure though, but everything else looks fine. So I don't know if you're laying a little thick or not. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's kind of like a squirt, squirt. So I guess let me see. So if you look at this guy's skull on his gun, you can still see it has eye holes. One of them has an eye hole. Is it a paint on a primer or is it a spray can primer? Let me see if I can find like. It's kind of, I guess no matter what, it's going to be hard to see because these things are tiny. So you can see the skull there, right there. You can kind of see like eye holes on there, so it's still, the holes are there. I'm painting with some Nemesis claws for the kill team right now. Nemesis claws? What do I mean Nemesis claws? That sounds like a weapon. What team? Oh! Oh! Oh, I see what you're saying. Is that blue right there that you have? I can't really read it. I'll say this. I've been wanting to try that. Night Lords. Ah, wait. Are they legit? Or are you just using like chaos rules? Because I know Night Lords aren't. I don't know if they're official or not. Anyways, Hater. I'd suggest trying this too before you get the other ones. Go and try to clean the non-base coated models with like soapy water or some type of cleaning agent and kind of brush it with a toothbrush just to try to maybe if there's some kind of oil to them, and then let it dry and then try that technique that you're doing, see if that works better. Thin though, I don't know if you're supposed to thin it out. You know, GW does their thing. I suggest following their stuff. Oh, you did rinse them? Did you do it soapy water with a toothbrush? I don't know if rinses will necessarily get all the stuff off, but if you get with a type of soapy water with a toothbrush, that's what I want to do with my pewter models, because pewter is it feels kind of like there's some kind of substance on them. Although I didn't do it to all of them though, so I'm past that moment. So I'm gonna base coat mine though. So actually, oh man, I'm curious now. I don't know if there's a model that I'm not gonna use that there's one. So I didn't really rinse this guy. He's a robot. I don't like him, so he's gonna be my test model. Acetone and metal polish tools. Well, no, what you do is just rinse. So you use the soap to get rid of any kind of substance on the plastic, and then and what you do is after you toothbrush it, then you just rinse it out. You know, the water will get rid of the soap. Let's see what this guy will do if when I paint him this color. I don't want to do it too much because I don't really care for this model because it's just pure robot. Even though it's not wearing a helmet, I mean, it doesn't have a face. I don't like faces, but he's a robot too, so. Okay. So this is diluted. Let's see what this will look like. So this is not a base coated model at all. It's not base coated silver. This is pure pewter at the moment. It will have the same effect. Ooh, like maybe worse actually. So I'm just gonna do this leg and that's all. See what happens. Because with a relatively thin coat, it's gonna be fine, I think. I wouldn't waste distilled water. So yeah, just again, get some soap. Mix it with regular water, get a toothbrush, rinse the model, get it wet, and then brush with a toothbrush. Just get it enough that you get all the areas, and then just rinse it out. You could, if you want, put distilled water in like a tub and then rinse it out in there. But I highly suggest probably rinsing it out in the sink first. Once you get all the residue off, dry it out as much as possible, and then put into distilled water. I don't know. So yeah, it has a very the paint on there has a very similar effect, like with the silver prime that I have. It could be just because I diluted the paint, and also have my little technique right there for these guys. Well, for the pewter models, because they don't stick. So I have my little there we go. Go. So, I think I'll base coat it still. I don't know though. Man, it looks like he has a little peepee there. I'm gonna have to chop that off and neuter this guy. Well, that's not what neutering is. A good bad guy, that doesn't sound like the right words. Good bad. I think I need the snips. Alright, I'm gonna do this in front of everyone. Let's snip that little thing there. If I can. Actually, I can. Well, the plastic is an all used to soap. Indeed, I mean, I can't snip it off because it's so small. Oh, there we go. Nope, maybe. Well, I snipped the tip. So I gotta get that little bit part. I just snipped the tip. Hold on. Hey, what's that, Francois? You're catching the end of it. Yeah, well, you know, that's what it is right now. Now it's gonna be just all gone. He's gonna be eunuch. I think. Is it eunuch? There. There we go. Gone. Boom. He no longer has it anymore. I mean, he still kind of look like a boner there. Let me see if I can. So it kind of. I started. Yeah, it still kind of has like a boner there, though. That's not quite enough for color change, maybe. I can't fit it back there to show how big of a boner he's got. And I like this song. So it's gonna be base coated. It's sticking about the same again, like I said, with the silver. But I think this. You know what? I'm curious as to the Ultramarines on him now. Let me get this one done. Oop, there we go. Let me do this other leg. And it'd be nice if I didn't have to base coat them. I'll save me some primer. Hey, dude, charging you with a boner. It's a robot too, so that's kind of weird. Who knows what kind of setting he has? Is that? Yeah, that's supposed to be there. Ooh, wow, it's not really sticking to a. And this is already pre-diluted Ultramarines blue. Well, it's sticking fine on the bottom. Invisible missile launcher guy had no punch, so I cut 2 Xeno power, filled the frontal arm with missiles flat, super glued. Okay, yet not. Night Lord looked pretty good. That Night Lord looking pretty good. Good Lord, if I could speak. Man, that blue's struggling to stick to the model, but I mean, it's expected, considering that I didn't base coat the dang thing. So, alright, I'm gonna let that dry and see what that looks like. Let the freaking paint retract. Hey, what's up, Robanil? I think it's because I have seen some Space Marine 2 trailers that they might have show me to show. You're crashing kind of the end of it though. So I do play. Well, I do play Space Marines 2. I do obviously play Ultramarines, which is Space Marines 2. I play Infinity. I play MCP. I play Underworlds. All tabletop games. Right now, I'm kind of testing out my Infinity models that I have not base coated yet, and kind of see what the paints look like on him. Oh. So, Robanil. This is Lieutenant Titus from the actual game. Chain sword and him charging up. He's essentially done. Not going to overly go great details on him. See if you can see his eyes. I think the gun's so close. But yeah. So, anyways, outside of the base not being done, I guess I gotta do the base for crying out loud. But this is Lieutenant Titus from Space Marine 2. I don't like unhelmeted versions, so he's wearing a helmet. Everyone in my army is wearing a friggin' helmet. That's all I will say. No faces if I can't help it. I'll 3D print the Tech Marine. I don't have him here. But yeah, my Tech Marine does have a face to him. But he's a pure pewter model. Like this old librarian over here. There's no way I'm cutting out that head. It has the helmet. I play with the helmets, but only always. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I listen to audiobooks and stuff, Robanil. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. And a lot of Space Marines, they tend to take off their helmets and get shot in the face. That's why I wear helmets. Oh. So yeah, my tanks, you saw Lieutenant Titus, then you see my infantry back there with my Captain and Terminator armor. Then kind of a test model with the spray paint that I have. I just want to see what the silver spray paint looks like on the model. It looks really good. But then I painted him the Ultramarines blue color and it looks amazing. I cannot get that. It really looks good. And this is supposed to be my army color, this blue, but I don't like it as much than the Ultramarines blue, which I hate the fact that I have two armies with the same color. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a lot better. Your second image, it looks really good. I'm sorry, your third image, my bad. Third total image. Your second image doesn't look too bad either. You're getting better at it though, for sure. So, let's see. So I guess let me show off the other army I have. This everyone seems to be a favorite. So this is an Infinity. It's not painted or anything like that. It's like the Gears, the Cog soldiers wearing a helmet except the main character. And Gears. All the Cog soldiers wear a helmet except for the main character. Yeah, you got to see their faces, man. So this is Infinity model right here. Let's see how big a Space Marine is compared to a. So Space Marine is about half the size of. This is called a tag in Infinity, and essentially It's a tactical armor gear or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder. I'm kind of curious. Could a Space Marine kill the tag? Maybe. I mean, you know, Space Marine 2, they take out more than they actually can handle. I don't think I'm gonna see a Space Marine actually take out a freaking Carnifex. I got one from 22-3 with a multi-combo plasma bolt pistol library. I can't find it without the staff broke. Well, I lost his freaking tiny hand there, and he's supposed to have like a little book backpack or a little book thing that sticks out. I have no idea where that went either. So I am either 3D print the hand, maybe, and then I guess I just lost the helmet, the book on top. I don't know. I have to look, but I have a feeling that's lost. Again, it's freaking pewter, man. It hates sticking. But anyways, I was gonna call it. I only stream for about well, I'm gonna call it. I usually stream around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and try to stream for at least an hour, so I can paint all my stuff clearly. My 40k, my Infinity, my Underworlds, my MCP, and maybe my Beastmen from Fantasy if they bring them back. But I'll still assemble them and paint them anyway because I like Beastmen. So anyways, let's finish my side. Yes, be sure to. So anyways, yeah, I try to stream for at least an hour, sometimes longer, sometimes a little less, depending on the situation is. The blue still didn't come out quite as good as it was if it was base coated. So I'm gonna spray paint all over all that. So anyways, I'm gonna call it right here. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.